look around, your phone, your feed, your life. Every ping, every notification, a tiny hook pulling at your focus. We are living in an attention economy, and most people are paying with their sanity. But what if the greatest power in this noisy world isn't in gaining attention, but in refusing to give it? What if the secret to a life of impact and peace lies not in being seen, but in learning how to see clearly? They told you to build your personal brand, to be visible, to be loud, to be always on. But I'm here to tell you that path is a trap. It leads to a hollow center, a self that exists only in the reflection of others' opinions. In the next hour, we will dismantle the addiction to applause. We will explore the ancient Stoic path to a different kind of power, one built on integrity, focus, and an unshakable inner compass. If you're tired of feeling like a puppet on the strings of public opinion, you are in the right place. This is Mind Armor. Let's begin. Part 1. The attention trap. Everywhere you look, people are chasing something: likes, validation, followers, applause. We live in a world that rewards visibility more than value, that celebrates the spotlight more than the substance standing within it. But what if I told you that this chase, this hunger for attention, is the very thing keeping you from real power? What if the secret isn't to be seen, but to see clearly? Stay with me, because once you understand this, you will stop running after validation, and you will start magnetically attracting genuine respect. The Stoics saw this coming 2,000 years ago. They saw the human tendency to seek external approval as a fundamental weakness. Seneca put it with brutal clarity: "He who seeks the approval of the crowd has made himself a slave to the crowd." Let that settle. When you chase attention, you are not gaining influence. You are handing over your inner peace to strangers. You are letting a faceless audience decide whether you have a good day or a bad one. I want you to picture this clearly. Imagine a marionette, a puppet suspended on strings. Every compliment, every like, pulls it upward with a jerk. Every criticism, every negative comment, yanks it down. That puppet is spending all its energy reacting, bouncing, never stable. That is what happens when you outsource your value to the attention economy. But the wise individual, the Stoic, does something radical. They cut the strings. They live by an inner compass, calibrated by their own virtues and purpose, not by the shifting winds of public opinion. This is your first call to action. I want you to press pause. Think of one recent moment where you felt that jerk, that reaction to a like, a comment, a view, or the lack of one. Just observe it. Don't judge it. Just see the string attached to your mood. Acknowledge it. Welcome back. Part 2. The empty high and the solid ground. Let's be brutally honest with ourselves. Attention feels good. It's a neurological fact. It's addictive. It gives a temporary, dopamine-fueled high. But like any drug, when it fades, it leaves you lower than you were before. And when the high is gone, so is the sense of self you built upon it. That's why the ego is a bottomless pit. It craves more. Always more. More followers, more praise, more noise. But none of it fills the void. It just makes the echo inside louder. What actually fills the void? It's not something you consume. It's something you build. Purpose, discipline, solitude. These are the quiet, unsexy architects of an unshakable self. You do not rise by chasing attention. You rise by mastering your focus, by concentrating your energy like a laser beam on what truly matters, not on what is merely flashy. If this resonates, if you feel the truth of that in your own experience, then I want you to do this. This is your second call to action. Hit the like button. Right now. Let that click be a small, silent contract with yourself. A reminder that from this moment, you choose to invest in what grows inwardly, not what just glitters outwardly. Now, let's make this concrete. Imagine two people climbing a mountain. One keeps stopping, turning around, looking back to see if anyone is watching, if anyone is applauding their progress. Their path is zigzag, their energy is scattered. The other simply climbs. Their eyes are locked on the summit. Their breath is steady. Their progress is relentless. Who do you think reaches the top first? Who do you think enjoys the climb more? Who do you think is stronger at the summit? That mountain is your life, your goal, your potential. Every time you stop to look for applause, you slow your climb. You drain your energy. Every time you look within, to your own resolve, you rise faster, cleaner, and stronger. Part 3. Embodying the philosophy. Epictetus, the philosopher born into slavery who found ultimate freedom, gave us the formula. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Stop telling people who you are. Stop packaging your identity for public consumption. Show them. Silently. Through your actions, your integrity, your consistent work. And you'll notice something powerful begins to happen when you stop chasing attention. People start to wonder about you. They become intrigued. They're drawn to your mystery, to the quiet confidence that no longer needs their validation. Because true confidence isn't seen, it's felt. It's a vibration of integrity that people sense instinctively. Attention chasers fade fast. They burn bright and then they burn out, dependent on the next hit. Purpose-driven minds become timeless. Their work, their character endures. So what is the practical, daily alternative? Do your work deeply, without posting about it. Build your craft relentlessly, without needing to document the process. Stay consistent when no one's watching. That is the truest test of character. When you no longer need attention, you become magnetic. You operate from a place of fullness, not lack. This is your final and most important call to action. I want you to go down to the comments, and I want you to type this 3-word mantra. I build silently. Let's fill this space with a collective commitment to quiet creation. Let's create a monument to focused work. The Stoics didn't post their wisdom for likes. They lived it. They wrote it in private journals. Marcus Aurelius never sought a single follower. He never gave a speech about his meditations, yet his private journal became immortal. It outlived his entire empire, not because he shouted his philosophy from the rooftops, but because he thought deeply, lived virtuously, and wrote truthfully for his own eyes only. Your inner peace is the greatest flex in a loud, desperate world. Protect it like the sacred ground it is. Nurture it in silence. Live from it with unwavering consistency. Because in the end, chasing attention is like chasing shadows. You'll never catch what doesn't have any real substance or weight. But building purpose, that has density, that has gravity, that leaves a legacy. So from this moment forward, make the choice. Stop chasing the noise. Start building the meaning. The world doesn't need another loud voice. It needs more quiet, unshakable foundations. Be that foundation. The crowd fades. But your character, that stays forever.